It is Mailbag Day, Valentine's Day. So we here to show a lot of love to Caleb Williams because according to NFL.com, hey, they have Caleb Williams being the best quarterback in the NFC North. Is he?
Yep.
Why wouldn't he be? Y'all know we going to talk about it, break it all down, jump into the voicemail, but you already know. You got to hear the music first. What's going on, Chicago Bear fans? Welcome here to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears. I'm your host here, Bobby, and I'm joined by C-Dub on this beautiful Saturday. The weather has been great in the Midwest, so enjoy it while it's here because we seen two groundhogs do two different things. Ugly ass rats. Let us know what's going to go down. C-Dub, what's the word?
What's the word, man? National Trick Off Day today, bro. Don't feel ashamed that you got to do
it. That is crazy. But C-Dub, NFLs.com, Nick Shook is leaving a lot of people shook, no pun intended, by having Caleb Williams as the best quarterback in the NFC North. He released his top 60 quarterbacks in the NFL, and the first tier consists of a lot of quarterbacks not in the NFC North, but tier 2, the number 1, Sam Darnold, and right behind, Caleb Williams, the first quarterback mentioned from the NFC North. C-Dub, just to remind everybody, Caleb Williams played 19 games last season, 57% completion percentage, 4,500 yards, 31 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. And just to add a little bit of context, Shook said this: Caleb Williams steadily improved throughout the first season under Ben Johnson and produced some incredible heroics in the postseason, powering an unbelievable comeback over the Packers on Wild Card Weekend and nearly doing the same against the Rams in a divisional round. Perhaps I'm a sucker for recency and hyperbole, but by the end of the season, Williams is among the quarterbacks I think of first when I ask the question, who defined 2025? C-Dub, is Caleb Williams already the best quarterback in the NFC North?
Well, I'm going to have to say yes, guys. Caleb Williams is definitively, without question, the best quarterback in the NFC North. And when you listen to the numbers, the numbers is good. 27-7, 90 QBR, and 3,900 yards passing. That's good, but is that really the top? But there's context behind those numbers. You don't want to just look directly at those. What can really draw you to your conclusion is you look at the end of games and when you need your quarterback to make his best throws and be the best leader possible on the football field. And that was Caleb Williams doing it the best, I thought, in the entire NFL last season, especially at the end of the season. This guy's box office, this is his first year with Ben Johnson. That's a lot of room for growth there, guys. There's a lot of room for growth. But let's look at his contemporaries. J.J. McCarthy, please. Are we really even finna talk about J.J. McCarthy?
He probably ranked 60.
60 or something. Jordan Love. Hey, he's a good quarterback, but he's wildly inconsistent. 0-3 in his last playoff games in the last 3 years. There's maybe an end. There might be a smidget of a chance that Willis is a better quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. I'm just saying. It looks
some people believe.
I'm just saying. Some people say that. Bottom line, Caleb Williams made unbelievable strides in his first season with Ben. all-time throws throughout the season and playoffs, performance in the clutch, and an unseeable ceiling. Caleb Williams will continue to widen the gap starting next season. Caleb is the king of the North. Something Justin never did for. I'm just playing.
I was going to say, damn, we bring it back, bro. Why we bring it back, bro? But this is an interesting article, bro. I'm not even going to lie to you because they breaking down all the quarterbacks and stuff like that. But for the most part, I think it's fair. Like when you talk about the tier 1 quarterbacks, just for context, everybody, they have Matthew Stafford as 1, Josh Allen, Dak Prescott, Drake May, Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, and then Sam Darnold and Caleb Williams. And I'm not too mad at it. They even dropped Lamar Jackson. And I'm honestly, I'm not even mad at the drop in Lamar Jackson. But what I am mad at is how the fuck is Justin Herbert still top 5? He has not proven anything his career. Can he put up numbers through the regular season? Cool, fine, and dandy. He's on his 3rd head coach now. And still shit in the bed or crap in the bed in the playoffs. It's not top 5 in my book anymore. I'm sorry.
Like a different guy.
We can't keep saying Justin Herbert is top 5 quarterback and he ain't producing. Real talk. But when we talk about my quarterback in the NFC North, I gotta keep it a 100 on with you. There's quarterbacks in the NFC North, but my man's this year showed y'all what he was capable of. And I ain't even gonna lie to you, C-Dub. If we look at last season, if he had a competent Matt Eberflus, he could have had a number of comebacks last season.
On the real, just to tell the truth. Yep.
He could have had a number of comebacks last season because that's when he turned it on. Now, one thing that a lot of people like to harp on is the completion percentage, but I always tell people completion percentage, it is a major thing, but that doesn't mean it's the end all be all. This is why. Didn't Jared Goff have seasons where he completed 70% of his passes?
I'm sure he did.
He did. Didn't he get his ass bounced? Didn't the Lions falter? Did they make the Super Bowl?
Nope.
I don't think so. So I'm not saying it's everything, and I'm not saying it's nothing, but it's not the end all be all.
It's not.
When it comes to completion percentage. Now, don't get me wrong. I want Caleb Williams to just get up to 63%. Some people going to say, Bobby, you're crazy. No, just 63%. Because you have to account for drop passes. You have to account for throwaways. And you have to account for a number of other things throughout the football game. Just get up to 63%, and I'm cool with Caleb Williams. That's it. But the best quarterback in the NFC North to me is absolutely Caleb Williams right now. And that's not me being a homer. That's me being factual. Because Jordan Love, the Packers, they can hang their head on saying, we were up 21-3. We were whooping y'all for 3 quarters. But you lost. But you lost. Do we forget that Jordan Love had an opportunity on the final drive to drive down the field and win the game? What happened? He couldn't do it. And if the Lions played everybody else like how they play the Bears, they could have been in the playoffs. So it don't matter.
You know what I'm saying? They play us like, bro.
What? No, the real.
Hey, I was just wanted to add this. Like, I'm just gonna give Caleb Williams 63% percentage.
That's all I want.
Completion. I'm gonna give it to him from last season. With the drop passes was egregious to me last season. I'm not even thinking about the throwaways, but some of those drop, we could at least get them to 62% if we could catch 80% of those passes, 75% of those passes, bro. So fuck completion percentage. Let's talk about impact completions. And that's what Caleb Williams is about. When you need him, he's there for you. That's when you define when you got yourself a great players in those crunch times, in those playoff times, in those big rivalry games. 4th quarter, 2 minutes left, 5 minutes left. Caleb is ready to step up to the plate, bro. No matter how the game was going from the 1st quarter to that point, Caleb is going to be ready to go when the game is on the line, bro.
And I want to remind people too to be like and I had to look at it myself. just before we could move on to the mailbag, people was like, it's not sustainable year over year. And I agree with you, it's not sustainable. But here's the part that we forgetting when we talk about context. The Bears are only 8-5 in those type of games to where they had to produce a comeback.
Mm-hmm.
They were not like the Kansas City Chiefs. They were 11-0. 8-5 is more sustainable than 11-0.
Oh, I like that.
In those close games that matter. So this could be something that is sustainable because the margin for error was so much smaller for the Chicago Bears. And I think that's just something that you got to throw in there as context for sure.
Do you believe that the gap will widen as the years go on, as Caleb continues to improve as a Chicago Bears quarterback from the rest of the quarterbacks in the NFC North? Like I believe.
Of course. He has the best arm in the NFC North.
NFL for me.
He has. I ain't even gonna put it on the top. He has a top 3 arm in the NFL.
Okay.
I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna leave it right there. Top 3 arm in the NFL, best arm in the NFC North, and he has an outstanding coach.
Yeah.
In Matt LaFleur, he clutches his pearls in the fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. Y'all seen that game plan. That's not the first time. It's not the first time. So, yeah, I believe the gap is going to widen, and Caleb Williams is on an MVP trajectory for sure.
Add youth, too. He's young. This is his 3rd year coming up. Youth.
He's on an MVP trajectory. I think he can get one.
Better talk your shit, nephew. What?
Real talk. But
Let's go.
It's time to get
Green Bay mad about this, nephew. I know they ain't going to be able to sleep this one off. I don't care, though.
If you Green Bay, you can't hang your head on a title you won 15 years ago. Sorry.
It's
2-3 years, cool. 15 years, miss me with that. Y'all not title town. Get it out y'all head. But hey, before we get into the mailbag, man, we got to go ahead and hear from our sponsors from DraftKings.
What's going on? It's your boy Hayes, and as many of you guys know, all I do is watch sports all day, every day. I'm talking about every sports, from football to baseball to basketball to even soccer. I watch sports all day long, and so because of that, I've teamed up with DraftKings Sportsbook to bring you guys an amazing offer. New customers can bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. All you have to do is sign up using my promo code BEARCENTRAL. It's the name of the channel that you watch me on every single day, so you guys should be familiar with it. That code BEARCENTRAL is going to help you stay in on the action and use your bonus bets on DraftKings same-game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Love the thrill of live betting? DraftKings has got you covered. Bet live on star player props and in-game progress right as they happen. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't even worry about it. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy Sports and have a shot to win cash prizes. Again, all you guys got to do is use the code BEARCENTRAL. It's the channel you watch me on every single day. So use that code and tell them Hayes sent you. Peace.
Go ahead and dial into DraftKings, man. It's a lot of events going on right now. Make sure you go ahead and cash in. But C-Dub, this fella that we about to get into did not leave his name, but we going to go ahead and hit him. This is from the 708.
Hey, bear down. Hey, I just wanted to call. My nephew was out and about, and he saw Trevor Etienne out. Travis Etienne, little brother. He asked Trevor, he said, "What you doing out here?" And Trevor said that he got family out here. And we was wondering, like, on the low, maybe he was out here with Travis. Do you think it's real that the Bears might end up getting Travis? And if that's the case, with Swift having such a good year, is he gone, or is they adding a 3rd running back to the room? Keep doing what y'all doing. Chicago up, Bear down.
I heard from the 708, man, C-Dub. Do you believe that the Chicago Bears should come off of DeAndre Swift?
I think that'll be a bad move for the Chicago Bears. I kind of found the appreciation for DeAndre Swift last season, and that's mainly due to one guy. I think, in my opinion, that's Eric Bieniemy. He transformed DeAndre Swift from a bounce it out, finesse type of running back into more complete, all around running back last season. Uh, I'm willing to keep DeAndre Swift. I think he probably a top 10 running back in the league with the things that he can do running and passing. That might be a stretch. I'll say the top 15, but I'm keeping DeAndre Swift no matter what. And we got Manon guy. Maybe you draft another guy. Maybe you pick up a free agent. You probably getting one more running back. But I am not getting rid of DeAndre Swift. That is preposterous.
I'm with you on that. I came to the realization, bro, that I don't want to touch my offense
at all.
Yeah, I come to the realization that I don't want to touch my offense. I want to keep the continuity there. This ain't a Bulls channel, y'all. We good. I want to keep everybody in place and just add to that. And I agree with you. DeAndre Swift showed that when the Bears improved their offensive line, he could be very, very effective. And I want to keep the two-headed monster in the backfield. And if you get rid of DeAndre Swift, let's just say you cut him, you're still going to be giving out the same amount of money to a new running back like ETN. And he's really good. Don't get me wrong. ETN is really, really good and bigger and more physical than DeAndre Swift. But I believe DeAndre Swift showed a lot last season. I'm with C-Dub on this one, 708. We should be keeping DeAndre Swift. And I think that the emphasis and the focus this offseason needs to be on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah. And DeAndre is better than ETN.
You think so?
I think so.
We ain't a debate show.
That's your opinion.
Just let it rock.
Don't you start nothing. Don't you start shit. Go to the next one.
We going to the next one. It's not a debate show. It's the mailbag. But hey, appreciate the call, 708. Please leave your name next time so we can give credit and show love appropriately, bro. But hey, C-Dub, we about to get into this next one. This next one is from Him Doc.
Him Doc.
Here it is.
What's going on, Hayes? This is M. Doc, long-time Chicago Bear fan from the west side and the south side, now in Tennessee. All I want to know is, can the Bears get Max Crosby and Trey Hendrickson? How about getting both of them? What's the problem with that? Get both of them, 1 and 2 on that line. Trade Montez Sweat for Max Crosby and give up 2 first-round picks if that's possible. If you want a dominant D, there you go. What's up with the Cognac boys? What's up with y'all? But you ain't got to give up no DJ Moore, nobody on the offense. If you're trying to get that defense right, why not get both of them boys and trade Montez Sweat, sign Trey? Can we do that? I'm just saying, can we do that? Holla at me, man. I'm out.
Hey, so we heard from Him Doc. Appreciate the call, man. Can we get Trey Hendrickson and Max Crosby? Possibly. Hayes did a hell of a he did a great video breaking down how the Chicago Bears can open up $85 million with the number of restructuring, by restructuring a number of deals on the Chicago Bears. However, I don't want the Chicago Bears to go after both, even though for what it looked like it can be feasible. Last time I checked on Spot Rack, they had Trey Hendrickson market value at about 17 million. Max Crosby carries 30 million a year salary right now, so that's 47 million out of the 85, which is it seems feasible. Right? However, I think that some important pieces in the locker room you don't want to touch. There's a reason Montez Sweat is getting a lot of love from a lot of players throughout the locker room. Dennis Allen is giving him a lot of love as well, along with head coach Ben Johnson. Now, me personally, you go after one, not both. I don't think you need to completely reshape the edges. I think Montez Sweat showed that he can be a good player for us. And would I love it? Probably. Not even gonna hold you. I will probably love it. But Montez Sweat is the younger player younger than Trey Hendrickson. I would rather pair them together than to trade Montez Sweat for Trey Hendrickson. And Trey Hendrickson is a free agent currently, so you wouldn't even get involved with the Cincinnati Bengals with trying to piece up some type of trade.
Yeah. Hey man, I like to dream big too. Um, I just think that's too fantastical for the Chicago Bears, bro. Like we cannot skip steps. That would try to skip steps in my estimation. That would mean that you putting a lot of emphasis of probably winning the Super Bowl next year if you get those two guys on the defensive line. And I don't think that would be a big mistake. That's not saying that I don't want the Bears to win the Super Bowl next year. I'm just saying you don't want to make that type of gamble with your funds and your team next season. Think of it like a 400-pound man trying to jump hopscotch. You cannot skip steps because he can't go back. He's not able to go back and get back into that square. That could be very disastrous if it does not work, bro. So
what? I got you though.
You know, see a fat person go backwards, hopscotch, whatever.
I got
Anyway, I think the Bears have to definitely got to address that opposite of my man Sweat, but also we got other factors to consider on that defense besides the defensive line. I know it's probably the number one most needed thing. It's another pass rusher, maybe a top tier pass rusher. But we also need a cornerback. What are we going to do with Jaquan Brisker? Maybe you need a linebacker. It's other areas that you have to attend to before you start throwing all your money in this game of poker. So, no, I disagree with you, big dog. We should not be even thinking about that. We should be. Go ahead.
One quick question.
Yeah.
Do you think the interior defensive line needs more attention than said edge?
That's a great question. I do not. I think it's the edge for me, in my opinion. I think it's the edge. I do understand if you want to make some changes with the tackles positions. I do like Dex. A lot of people are raising their eyebrows to Dex. I like Dex. I do like some other guys we have that plays the defensive tackle. But if you want to upgrade, I'm cool. If you don't, I'm cool. If you will believe it. If you don't want to upgrade at the defensive tackle position, I'm cool. So I think the most needed is another guy to help out Montez Sweat out there on the other edge. And yeah, that's where you start building for me.
Understood. We keep it pushing. But hey, I appreciate the call, my guy. Hey, C-Dub, we're going to move into this next one. This next one is from Milton.
Milt.
Hey, Chicago Bears Central. Them Cognac boys, what it do, what it do, what it do. It's Milton the Dark Knight calling on this beautiful and cold Friday evening. With that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. Ooh, man, these rumors are starting to heat up with Max Crosby, Trey Henderson, and everything like this. My only advantage for that would be let's get some draft picks along with these players that they're trying to, bring in and everything. Because it's just like, oh yeah, let's get Max Crosby. But have you noticed every time we get a player, we really don't get that much back in return as far as the player. And usually every time they do it, it's usually at our behest because that player either doesn't work out or get injured a lot, and especially if our team is really bad. And I'm not saying we don't need to go for it or we're not competitive or anything like that. I'm just saying let's just be more smart about it. Like if we want to get these guys or they want to trade, especially with the trade deadline and everything, let's get a player and some draft picks. That's all I'm saying about that for the next for the next draft coming up and everything. And then with the stadium, it was like the state of Illinois better get to it though. It's getting closer to the end of the month, but wait, yeah. But hey, if not, we could be looking at Indiana like y'all were saying so many times. So if the state of Illinois was smart, especially Pritzker and those elected officials up there, they'll get right on it. So that's all I'm hoping. I'm hoping we'll stay in Illinois, and especially Arlington Heights. And then on top of that, if we build our own stadium, we don't have to be landlocked into some crazy ass lease for 20, 30 years, and we will be responsible. Or if we need some repairs, then they'll just take the street to our basement. There'll be more in our advantage because, hey, guess what? We own the stadium, we built it and everything. So that'll be more in our favor. But anyway, I hope y'all have a good weekend. It's going to be a lot of booty popping sessions and everything like that. And, my public service announcement to all the Chicago Bears fans, don't get in if you can't fit in, if you don't wear that parachute, that fire coat, that force field, or whatever you want to call it. That's all I'm putting out there. But anyway, I hope y'all have a good rest of your weekend. Chicago up, Bear down. I'll holler at y'all on the next one. I'll holler.
Bro, I holla. Y'all heard Milton giving y'all that father talk.
Oh, bro, he did.
He was like, it was gonna be a whole bunch of booty popping. I said, hold on, what? What you got for us?
Shout out to my boy Milton. Let's start with the beginning of that. Max Crosby, he is a difference maker. Getting draft picks when you acquire a guy like, you mean we draft some defensive linemen as well? Okay, I'm with you with that one. We could definitely draft a defensive lineman, but we could do two things at the same time. I agree with you then on that area, Milton. We can get a guy like Max Crosby, who is a difference maker on the defensive side of the football. He's basically a Caleb Williams on the other side of the ball if he was a Chicago Bear. And you could draft a guy that could come up and be a backup or be a student. And what better teachers you can have than Montez Sweat and a guy like Max Crosby if you happen to get him. And with this new stadium thing, I'm not gonna, because it's all posturing. All you hearing is nothing. Whenever they throw something in the newspaper and the media, to me it's nothing but posturing to me. The Chicago Bears belongs at the very minimum in Illinois, and in my opinion, they belong in Chicago. But if you move the Chicago Bears out of Illinois, that doesn't make sense. So they're just posturing both sides. We'll eventually get to a deal where the Chicago Bears will be in Arlington Heights, in my opinion.
For sure. When it comes to the defensive line, it's definitely one of those things. If I'm the Chicago Bears, I will take phone calls on Max Crosby. Absolutely. If the deal makes sense. If the deal does not make sense, do not force the issue. Move on. You have Trey Hendrickson out there that you can explore. If they don't do any of those things, my number one defensive tackle in this draft is Caden McDonald out of Ohio State. I believe he has a lot of game. He has the get off of the football. He has moves to pass rush. I'm not even going to lie to some people when it comes to Lee Hunter out of Texas Tech. I'm not seeing it.
He's good, pretty good.
He's pretty good, but it's
okay.
It's not popping for me. If you want to, as a pass rusher in the interior, you got to have some type of pop. Some type of pop. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong. But hey, we'll see what happens. And then with the stadium stuff, yeah, I'm with C-Dub on that. I believe ultimately it goes to Arlington Heights simply because Portage, Indiana?
Don't make sense.
Stop playing with me.
Don't make no
Stop
damn
playing
sense.
with me.
Come on, man.
But hey, appreciate the call, Milton. All right, C-Dub, let's get into this last one. This last one is from Xavier.
X.
What's going on, guys? This is Xavier calling in, man. I just want to speak on the off-season plans for the Bears, man. I understand a lot of people want
either they saying that man Max Crosby or Trey Hendrickson. Don't get me wrong, I'm cool with both of those guys. I like them both a lot, but Trey Hendrickson, I feel like his asking price is a bit much. Uh, with our cap situation, obviously we can always restructure contracts, trade guys, uh, or either cut guys. But man, I like the team that we got, bro. Obviously, I'm saying we need to fix that defensive line. That's a fact. But um, I would rather go with like younger guys, bro, that we can have for a longer period of time. Because like, don't get me wrong, I love Max Crosby, bro, but I'm not giving up 2 first round picks for him. I'm sorry. He got a lot of miles on his body, bro. People don't factor that in. He has a lot of miles on those bodies with those Raiders. He's been like the only thing on defense for them for years. So I don't know, man. Like I like him a lot, but if I can get him for a first, maybe a third, and a fifth or something like that, a future fifth, and you feel me, or maybe just like a first and 2/3 or something like that. The third next year and the year after that, I'm cool. But I'm not giving him 2 firsts to him. Just me. That's just my opinion. Miles Garrett will be the only player that I would be willing to give up 2, maybe even 3 first round picks for, because Miles Garrett is, bro. I get it. He's 32, but he's 30, but I'm just saying he's 30 as well, should I say? But man, like he's worth it, bro. He's worth every penny, every draft pick you can get. Miles Garrett is always consistently on the field. He's played in the cold weather, so I'm not worried about him coming to Chicago and being able not to handle that as well. Um, the only thing I feel like is really hurting us, because I like all our guys. I would like to see Cole Kmet come back for an extra year. I would like to see Tremaine Edmonds come back for another year because he did play well under Dennis Allen. Uh, Regardless of what people may think, he played extremely well before the injury. But the Daniel Odingbo contract is killing us. That's the one that's gonna really hurt us. But man, if we can somehow restructure that and get some money up out of Dio, then we should be in business, bro. We can restructure this deal, man. But Chicago up better. Let me know what y'all think.
For sure. Appreciate the call, Xavier. And I think, bro, I'm right on the money with you. I understand the Trey Hendrickson talk. I know that Spot Rack has this market at 17 million, but if Trey Hendrickson is asking above that, we move on. When it comes to Max Crosby, I'm not willing to give up 2 first round picks for him. The only way I'm giving up 2 first round picks is for the same guy that you mentioned in Myles Garrett. We have to remember, guys, the Chicago Bears are coming up on Caleb Williams contract, Rome Odunze contract, Darnell Wright contract. Yes, we can continue to move money around and make ways and figure stuff out for these guys, but we also have to understand that once you extend these young players, the draft picks are a premium at that point. That's how you stay competitive. I get it. We all want to go for the Super Bowl. I really do. But at the same time, will we want to just be good and be a quote unquote Super Bowl contender for 1 year? Or will we rather be a Super Bowl contender for 5, 6, 7 years because they properly built this team out? It's a decision that's going to be tough for a lot of people.
Yeah. I hear you about Myles Garrett. I just think that's going to cost a lot.
It will. It will.
Uh,
For sure.
and then that's one of those skipping steps type thing. That would mean you're ready to go.
Mhm.
I just think Max Crosby is a little bit more pressure. It's less pressure. You can put him in there. You can still be able to have high expectations with room to build. Like, okay, we still taking steps with this. We're going to be improved this year with a guy like Max Crosby, who is an absolute game wrecker. He doesn't have the stats that a guy like Myles Garrett has, but Max Crosby is a game wrecker within himself. You seen what he did to us when we played him in the first half. Come on now. Um, yeah, it's going to be interesting decision of what Ryan Poles had to do. that Diembo, what's his name? Diembo, because we didn't see him
Dio.
play. So it's Dio. We didn't see him play, and when he was in there, he was trash. This might be the worst acquisition Ryan Poles has ever made. This guy has absolutely done anything. I don't even think he tallied up a stat this season came up, and we paid him a boatload of money. So that's his bet. This is his worst transaction to me. I know you other guys probably got some more out there, but I'm going with the Dio. But it's gonna be interesting to see what we do with that defensive line. I think the Bears are gonna be out there looking for a name at first. They're gonna be very tamed though about the money. So I think Miles is out of the question. But guys like Trey Hendrickson and Max Crosby might be in play. They might be in play, bro.
They might be in play. And just remember, over the last few seasons, major trades have happened in March. So if one of these guys come marching on into Chicago, it's going to happen next month. And for Dio and Digbo C-Dub, stat sheet reads 9 total tackles, 1 sack. So before he went down with injury. But hey,
Lamar found somebody else sack and freeload somebody's sack. I ain't see it. You seen the sack? Who
Austin
sacked?
Booker came on strong at the end of the season too.
I like Austin Booker. I like Austin
came
Booker.
on strong at the end of the season. It's going to be up to the coaching staff to determine if they feel like Dio and Austin is enough on the edge and how they're going to address this. We're going to break it all down as we
Dio is
to
nothing.
push on through.
But
We'll
Dio,
see.
it's not enough because Dio is nothing.
We're going to figure it out, bro.
Did you just try to pull for Dio? You tried to sneak that shit in.
Here
like he
go.
actually
Here
participated in
Take
football.
Words that I said and flipping it for no reason.
You can't put Dio in the sentence.
We'll
like
see if
impact.
the coaching staffs feel like if that's enough.
Of course they don't think it's enough.
How the hell you know? You sat in the meetings.
You just told us Dio's stats of 9 tackles and 1 sack. Nobody knows who he sacked.
He only played a few games.
Look, there you go. You're doing it again. You're doing it again. Okay, leave it right there. You're doing it again. You said he only giving them reasons. You giving them cop-outs.
We don't know how the coaching staff feels about him. I know how we feel about him. We don't know how the coaching staff feels about him.
I'm going to go on the side that they feel like he trash, just like we feel like he trash.
Anyway.
Buyer's remorse. Fuck you.
Anyway, that is it from us today, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode. C-Dub, what you got left?
Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If y'all haven't already, we got a great off-season plan for you guys. It's gonna be dope. Heading into a big season. Thanks for you guys for joining us on this journey. We still got a lot of way to go. Let's go.
You already know. But hey, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you want to be a part of the mailbag episode, the way to do so is to call in, state your name, please. We trying to show love appropriately and give us your take. The number to do so is 773-242-9336. We are the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears. I'm Bobby. That's C-Dub, and y'all already know. We're going to catch y'all on the next one for sure. Chi-Town up and bet down, baby. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.